So, hi, yeah, that's you. Yeah, I know how antisocial you are, but I'm here to fix that with my charisma. But basically, the internet is filled to the brim with conversation starters. So let's do what this article says, throw them in a jar and whip one out at random. Alrighty, the first one is. What is the worst present you have ever received and why? I don't know. I guess I'm just thankful that I get presents. Getting rid of that one. Spinning. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? I had one last night. Basically, we were at school, and I think like Mr. Bean was there, and he was giving a talk, and then he had an identical twin. I don't know. They asked for weird ones. Alright. What's the most exotic place you've ever been? Oh, I've only left, like, the state I live in 3 times. Okay. The most exotic place I've been to is, like, I don't know, Coonabarabran. There's nothing there except an observatory. Oh, these questions are horrible. My favourite part about this one is that it says is instead of was. This one is aimed at school children, okay? Who needs conversation starters for kids? They're not gonna be the, like, greatest source of conversation. You're not gonna, delve into the philosophical, like, quandaries of the universe by like with a kid, let alone by asking them, what is your favorite part about school? That's like the question my aunts and uncles would ask me after I hadn't seen them for a few months. What is the most memorable lesson you learned from your parents? Have a good work ethic. Okay. It's no one ever died. Or actually, that might be wrong. Not many people have died from hard work. Okay. Teaching yourself to knuckle down and do something, greatest thing you'll ever learn. Okay, we're getting some life advice in this one as well. If your friend is sad, what do you do to make them feel better? Honestly? Hang on. This is a conversation starter. That's what these are, remember. This is on a website, a list of conversation starters. So this one is framed that you're going to walk up to someone in like a bar or something and be like, hey, so, if your friend is sad, what do you do to make them feel better? And they just turn and look at you, like lock eyes with you, and they're like, oh, I give them a pat on the back. How about you? And you just say, oh, I ask him if they need anything. And then that conversation will just grow from there. Some of these are just the worst. It's like such a stone-faced answer. Okay, I hate this because it's always, are you a cat person or are you a dog person? I'm neither. I'm a goddamn bird person, okay? Birds are the sickest animals out there, okay? Find me a cat or a dog that can fly, okay? Let me know when you have, okay? Because I'd love to see it. But yeah, I'm a bird person. I have a pet cockatiel called Wilbur. Bam, insert image, That's what I go home to, okay? I come home and... Oh, she's actually squawking now. And give me a second. Alright, we've got Wilbur, and she's going to be sitting in on the rest of the recording of this video. Hopefully she won't be like too much of a shenanigan. Oh, speaking of which, Bedwars Shenanigans, check it out. Episodes 1 and 2 are now. Shameless plug. Keep going. Next one. Haven't been on one. Sometimes it's just that easy, and it's just... Oh. What is the worst pickup line you've ever heard? Probably that one. Pickup lines are the worst. They're sleazy. I hate them. Who makes you laugh the most? I don't know. I haven't been measuring how much I laugh at with each person, and every time I laughed, I tally up the score, and you know, there's a giant board sitting in my room of how many times people have made me laugh. Sorry. This is funny for two reasons. A, how am I supposed to answer this? And B, it's gonna be a really short conversation. Your conversation is asking someone for directions. So you walk up, say, hey, you know, how do you get to the bank or something? And they just go, oh, it's down that way. Cool, thanks. See you later. It's not like you're ever gonna meet them again either. Oh. The idea of just putting these in a jar and pulling them out at random is just incredible. Hang on. What is your very favourite letter of the alphabet? Y. Again, two things. One, your very favourite. Okay? It just sounds weird. It's not like, it doesn't sound like a grammatically correct sentence. Speaking of grammatically correct sentences, this one reminds me of like those English questions where they'd give you something and they'd say, what do you think, you know, the author meant when they wrote this? And then it's just, why? Or explain your answer. It is the worst. And I don't know what to say. Favourite letter? J. I'm basic. My name starts with it. I don't care. Next one. Okay, so this one can go two ways. Which character do I think I could be? Like, which one do I have, like, the capacity for? Or which one do I wish I could be, that I wish I had the skills for? Because for the first one, I don't know, it'd probably be like... Yeah, I don't know. First one would probably be, like, something really basic. Like, I'd be the guy that gets drinks for everyone. For the one I wish I could be, I'd want to be like the guy that was friends with Jumbo the elephant, and they'd share beers every night before they'd go to bed. Because he was in a circus, and it's my favourite story ever. He just shared beers with an elephant, just as you do. Potatoes. You can do a lot with potatoes. You can mash them, fry them into like chips, boil them. You can have like those really nice crispy ones. You can do jacket potatoes, you know, a bit of sour cream, bit of butter. You know, potatoes. It's like the Martian, where Matt Damon, you know, where Matt Damon eats potatoes on Mars. What is the one thing you should never say at a wedding? I don't. What? Do you know anyone who is living their life to the fullest? Tell you what, I don't know. They could probably try harder. Oh. If you won the lottery, what would be your first big splurge? I don't know. Probably like a donation to charity. I don't need that much, to be honest. And I'm not saying that to be like a goody two shoes. I genuinely don't know what I'd do, like, with the money. And also, are we talking about like, oh, congratulations, you won, you know, $4 on a scratchy? Or is this like, you know, you won $100 on a scratchy? What's the best compliment you've ever received? Nice. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Mariana Trench. If you never had to eat one vegetable, which would it be? See, this is just a stupid question. You can just do this. It's like, so some of these are like, oh, what's your like opinion on this? And then other ones are like, here's a hypothetical scenario. What would you do? This one is neither. It's just like someone would ask this question. They'd be like, if you never had to eat one vegetable, which would it be? And you'd give your answer. You'd say, oh, I don't know, carrot. And then they'd go, well, why don't you? And then you'd look at yourself in the mirror and you'd hold the carrot and you'd think, no, never again. And then you like throw it out the window or something as a sign that, like, you're never eating carrot again or something. Do you have a morning ritual? Why, yes, I do, as a matter of fact. I draw a circle on the floor in chalk. I light 10 candles and place them at equal distance around the circle. I then take the hair of a virgin and the lung of a sheep who has never been kissed, and then I combine them to summon Glahobaba, or as he is called in our mortal tongue, Devourer of Worlds. But I know him as Maurice. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? See, every time I see a question like this, I think, how cool would it be to have eyes that see 5 years into the future? What's the worst thing one can say on a first date? Either A, would you marry me? B, I don't think this is working. Or C, get in the boot of the car. Alright, now this is the last one, because then we will have reached 50 results. This is completely unplanned, but I personally am having a good time. Okay? Let me know in the comments. Are you having a good time? Did you enjoy watching this video? Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully you know how to start conversations now, I will be leaving a link to the website I found these in the description. Head on over, check out all those wacky and zany conversation starters. I'll see you next time, everyone. Thanks for watching.